Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Yeah, I'm coming to you this month. I'm not on screen because it's very late on a Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? No, it's Tuesday night. And I've recorded everybody else's reading today at the table for the YouTube channel, but your one, I'm afraid. I just didn't have the time to, excuse me, to do your reading. It got quite late, and when the sun goes down or it gets darker, then the lighting's not so good for recording. So I thought rather than leave it to Wednesday when I want to try and get everybody else's YouTube video uploaded, I'd come and just do you guys kind of, just showing you the cards. It's too dark for me to sit in front of a camera. You won't be able to see me and the quality's going to be shit. So basically, you get to see the cards on this one. Next month I'll be back on. A lot of you guys will probably come back and say, oh, we prefer it like this. Well, no. I like to connect with you guys. You see the cards on bigger readings, all right? It's just that at the moment it's too dark to try and record, record me talking to you. So the cards that I'm using, you're going to have I hope you guys can see that, it's the Rider-Waite. And I'm just recording on Movie Maker at the minute rather than the big camera. Big camera takes too long to upload. Just that's how everything else is done. But for this month, I'm afraid you've got the little sort of letterbox look, which I hate on Movie Maker. But anyway, Smith-Waite Tarot Deck, Centennial Edition, by the way. And also remember, you've got your angel answers as advice. So one card at the end of the reading for your advice card. So what we're going to do then, Gemini, is we're going to have a look at what's coming up for Gemini in the month of March 2017. Universe, Spirit, show me what's coming up for Gemini in the month of March 2017. Show me Gemini. Show me what's coming up for Gemini in the month of March 2017. I need to see Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of March 2017. Show me Gemini. Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of March 2017. Show me. Okay, so we've shuffled the deck. We're going to split it like so. Collect it back from the left to the right, and then we're going to start laying out the cards. Right, so the Ten of Swords is you guys in the present situation. That's usually a Gemini card anyway, it's the Ten of Swords. Challenge, Four of Pentacles. The reason for this Ten of Swords, this is the, hopefully you guys can see everything here. The reason for the Ten of Swords in the present is the High Priestess, so maybe there's a secret or something here, and as a result of that, the Eight of Cups. Temperance card is the best case scenario. We're going to move these cards over just a little bit so we can make sure that we fit everything else out in camera. It's a shame that because the computer that I'm recording from doesn't have my the other equipment to record the videos in a different format. Oh, sorry, I was just wondering. I thought I heard a noise. Different format, so have to record via this. We've got the Six of Wands as the you guys right now. This is your external, so this isn't too bad then, because if this is you, I always treat this position as the you now position in, so this should show you guys how you're feeling, what you're experiencing, what you're feeling like, and the Six of Wands is good, which is, so this is good. It depends what you get the Ten of Swords with. Often this card can show up and it can say, shit, I feel like shit, and this card can show up and it can say, well, because you've got this card here, and this is you guys, this is how I do my readings, the card here will often show how you guys are feeling, so what you're experiencing, what you're going through, how you're approaching it. And Six of Wands is a good card because Six of Wands shows somebody who feels on top of the world, or they feel very, very confident, or they've overcome. Remember, the Six of Wands tends to come after the Five of Wands. Five of Wands shows conflict, obstacles, disagreement. Everybody's fighting for power. But this card says, you know what, actually, I feel quite good about a situation here. That's what the Six of Wands is. It's where you've overcome a battle, and, it's short-lived, the battle, the overcoming, because Six of Wands leads to Seven of Wands, you're back in the game again. But for the short period of time, it says you've got the victory here. We're going to see what's coming in with that Two of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Hopes of the Page of Cups. Ugh, we can't. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can bring this up a little bit, because otherwise we're going to miss out on the last card. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. So it's an interesting reading, really, so far. We'll probably get some clarifiers on the go, just to see what we can see. Gemini, for the month of March 2017. You guys are the Six of Wands, so there's an element of I feel that there's almost an element of you're too good for something here, because the Six of Wands comes with an element of pride when you see this card. So there's an element of feeling rather proud and rather kind of, well, I'm too good for this, or I feel, I'm way above this, or I'm, this card means, in the general terms, it's overcoming issues, it's overcoming obstacles, you're getting through crap. This is what it's a progressive card. But if we're not looking at a progressive thing, what we're looking at is somebody, and it is progressive really all the way through, because even if it's not talking about kind of moving on or you're overcoming something, this can mean somebody who's approaching you, somebody who's an officer of the law. This can mean somebody who's trying to sell you something. This can mean somebody who's arrogant. This can mean somebody who's very good looking. This Six of Wands can be somebody who's highly charismatic and they've got a lot of hangers on. So this can mean like a superstar, it reminds me of the Chariot card. Somebody who's held in great esteem. I feel that you guys are moving on, maybe with the Six of Wands here for some of you guys, or I feel at least you know what your self-worth is in the month of March 2017, and that's why in the present situation it might be for you guys, you just feel something is over here. I mean, usually the external factors for me are the cards that show you guys and who you are. Alright, this is how I do my readings. And as a result of this, I feel that you're done with the situation because you got the Ten of Swords here. Could be because there was a secret here, and as a result of that, in the recent past, it might have been the secret that was revealed was something to do about a relationship, love, Ace of Cups. But I feel that the best case scenario, or the most likely outcome, is the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is really working with your feelings. So it's weighing up the pros and cons of a situation. It's trying to achieve some peace and harmony and equilibrium within your own soul, really, with this card. Your obstacles might be the Four of Pentacles, where you're still holding on to a situation. It's difficult to let go of something here, Sagittarius. But we do see that you're trying to find some form of balance here with the Temperance card. The immediate future, though, I feel that it sees you guys being very, very assertive, because the Two of Swords is a card about being assertive. Even though we know that the Two of Swords means making choices, being at a crossroad, all of that good stuff, being in two minds, suppressing how you truly feel. And yeah, you could be. I feel that you're being very assertive, but also there is a sense of with the Swords energy, a lot of the time these cards will show up, especially something like the Two of Swords, especially when it comes to love, for example, or something like that. I'm not saying it's a love situation, but it could be. You get this in terms of a relationship, any type of relationship, love, friendship, whatever the case might be, and somebody is putting their head before their heart. That's what they're doing. That's why the woman is crossing her chest with two swords. Because it's not just two minds, it's almost, I've got a barrier put up here and you're not coming in. This is my wall, this is my gate. If you look at back in the day, like years ago, like hundreds of years ago, and then you'd get the king, and he'd be in a certain room in the palace, and then you get his guards, and he'd have a visitor, and the guards would put up their swords together to block the visitor out, and they say, "Who are you? What do you want with the king?" "Oh, I've just come to bring him his order of veg," or something like that. You understand what I'm trying to say to you. So sometimes these swords isn't about, you've got a decision to make. Sometimes the swords are about, well, I'm certain, or keep out is the Two of Swords. You're not allowed in here, and I'm protected by the truth, for example, because you've got a double whammy here. You've got two Ace of Swords rather than just the one. Alright, so sometimes this card will mean, I'm being assertive, I'm using my head instead of my heart. So it looks like it might be that you guys have been betrayed potentially here, because you've got you guys as the Six of Swords. You decided to keep your head held high and move out of a situation. It could be because somebody kept a secret from you, which has led to the present situation. That's it. You might be feeling betrayed, but you're determined to get over something, to leave it behind. You might be tempted to still hold on. It might be something that you can't let go of it that easily. But as a result of this energy here in the distant past, as a result of that, we've got the Ace of Cups. But the Ace of Cups might be saying that, you know, if somebody kept something from you here and in the present you feel betrayed, then maybe whatever it is that they kept secret in the distant past, in the recent past, because you feel betrayed, it might be that they came back and tried to apologise. Ace of Cups can mean to make an apology. Might need time to work that one out though, because in the immediate future, the second 2 weeks, some of you guys might be like, well, no, thought about it, Temperance card, trying to work out whether I could deal with it, but nah, I don't think so with this Two of Swords. Actually, I think, because what's coming in is the Nine of Pentacles, you know, I'm going to spend some time on my own and work this thing through. I'm going to work out whether it's worth forgiving you for what you've done, you know, and you decide, you say, nah, actually, fuck it. You know, I would hope that we could be friends with the Page of Cups energy. I would hope that I could accept your apology with this Page of Cups energy, and we could possibly go back to being quite idealistic and nice like we were before. But in the end, you know what, I think I'm going to take some time out here, think about what I want, put a lot of love and tender care into who I am, and then, you know, by the end of March, it's you guys are like, you know what, fuck you, see you later, Eight of Cups, I'm going. So it's that type of energy, I think, for some of you guys. I think that there is the inability maybe, and some of you guys might disagree with me and say, you know what, actually, Carol, I'm actually a really forgiving person. But I don't mean that it's like you don't forgive because you're being nasty. I just think that you want to, some of you guys want to just leave something, let something go. Because I feel that, you know, it is a difficulty for some of you guys to forgive someone for what they've done or whatever the case might be. I'm going to get some clarifiers on the go and see if we can open this up. This might change the reading up a little bit. We've done the first side of the reading, Gemini. We're just going to have a look at... usually when you get the High Priestess, it shows a secret. It might be with the Hanged Man that this secret doesn't come out. Usually when I find the High Priestess, it might be with the Hanged Man. I tend to find that the Hanged Man is still an obstacle, so it's almost like there's still a weight going on here around the situation, potentially. It's leaving you in the present situation with the Ten of Swords in March. And I think that this is giving up on something here. Well, I feel that you've given up because you've had enough. You've got the Four of Cups sitting there with that Ten of Swords. So I feel that there might be, sometimes the High Priestess is a secret, but sometimes it is, you know, you've been patiently waiting for something here. I think with the Hanged Man, it's still kind of something is in limbo here. And it doesn't get any better with those, because they're two very static energies for me. The High Priestess and the Hanged Man are two very static energies. They're very passive. Nothing really moves when you get both of these things. Might be that you've been waiting quite patiently with the Hanged Man, but I feel as a result of that, it might be a long time, because you get these cards, the High Priestess and the Hanged Man, can mean that you've been waiting an awful long time. And therefore, in the present, it might be, well, you know what? For you Geminis, I'm giving up because I'm kind of bored with this situation now. Maybe you guys have been offering somebody something to someone here, and they're the ones that are procrastinating, because I get the impression that you guys might have been waiting, a High Priestess, for a long time with that Hanged Man for something here. It seems to be because you're Gemini, Ten of Swords is a Gemini card, you're giving up. And that's because somebody that you're offering something to might have been procrastinating, or they're just, you know, they're just holding out too long, they can't make their mind up. Alright? You guys right now with the Six of Wands, and we'll put all this reading together in a moment. You're the Six of Wands and the Hierophant. I feel whatever it is that you're moving towards is an unmovable object, because the Hierophant represents, if you look at this card here, we can say that there is, Six of Wands often means success, and I feel that this is, if I were to look at these two cards and look at the combination of the words, I feel that you're approaching some higher level of consciousness or higher level of awareness with this Hierophant, because one of the key words for the Six of Wands shows that when somebody's approaching something, so we can see that you're approaching, and with the Hierophant maybe a higher level of awareness, and that's why you give up here on a situation with the Ten of Swords. Maybe on something that you've been, you know, because somebody's taking too long to answer, somebody's taking too long to make their mind up about something, and that's because in the distant past you were waiting an awful long time. And as a result of this, this card here shows the results of what's gone on in the distant past. So as a result, we have the Ace of Cups and and the Ace of Wands, and that's interesting to get those two together, because I feel that it could be because both cards represent fresh starts. So you got the Ace of Cups, which means new relationship, new love. It could be a new and exciting relationship, maybe with those two cards. I feel that you've been hanging on too long, so that right now in March you're starting to look elsewhere, maybe with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands energy here, because the best case scenario is the Temperance card and the Nine of Wands. Maybe just think about that combination for a moment. I think that, the crowning thoughts are, this is going to take forever, because you've got Temperance, and Temperance suggests when you're trying to uh, create a harmonious, equilibrious, or whatever you want to call it, situation. So this represents, it's called the card of the alchemist when you get the Temperance card. Represents a scientist that would go into a lab, and what he would do is he would, so for example, you were trying to find the right medicine for something. Okay, so there's a disease in the world, and you know that if you could find the right combination, you could make the best medicine going. That's what the angel on the Temperance card would be doing. It's about finding the right measure, the right combination in order to make something work. It's about saying, okay, so this person I've been waiting around for a long time, well, I'm going to try and make this, see if we can work through this. This person works away 3 days a week, I work away 3 days a week, we only got 1 day, so how can we make this work? What's the best thing we could do? Well, maybe we could see each other on a Wednesday night, and then spend Saturday night together, that type of thing. It's about making a compromise. Really, is the Temperance card. I often find though that Temperance is the compromising with yourself, so it's about finding some form of level of acceptance of a situation. And I feel for some of you guys, it could be that there is a difficulty to compromise here with the Temperance card and the Nine of Wands, because the Nine of Wands is about things that take a long time. This person is willing to persevere and hold on for a very, very long time. Okay, so I feel that it's almost like you feel that some form of agreement with the Temperance card or some form of solution is going to take a long time, I feel, with the Nine of Wands energy showing here, because the Nine of Wands is a very kind of strenuous, exhausting type of energy within the tarot. Okay, I feel that some of you guys might have with this Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups represents new love or new opportunities. It could be new opportunities for excitement, or you're planting new opportunities, because the Ace of Wands represents to plant a seed. Okay, so it could be, and also this is attractions as well. When you get two aces, it's success and it's good. They're very good together as the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So it could be new romance, new excitement, that type of thing here. Because I feel that you've just been waiting on something too long. High Priestess and the Hanged Man suggest to me really tired and waiting energies, and you just seem to be looking elsewhere. Other opportunities, planting seeds elsewhere for excitement, for new life with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Because the crowding thoughts is, what, we could try and work this through, but it's going to bloody well take forever. Something's taking too long, I feel here, and I feel that you've reached a higher level of awareness because you're approaching that Hierophant, and the Hierophant represents higher consciousness, higher level of awareness, higher level of wisdom. It just is a higher level card. So I feel that you're approaching that. Might also be that you've been asking a friend for advice here, because you're the guys on the Six of Wands, and you might be approaching a very wise individual for advice. That person might have said, you know what, sack it off, because... And that's why in the centre of the reading, Ten of Swords, you've given up, because it looks like you were doing something. Somebody seems to be... It could either be that you've given up because you're bored with the situation here. But the problem is, if you were bored with something, why is the cup big? Why don't you just take the cup? To me, I never really accept the Four of Cups as being bored, just because with what you have, because I feel that there is nothing going on here with this High Priestess and the Hanged Man. It's like everything has come to a standstill. The root issue is something came to a standstill, still I feel, for Gemini. Alright, so I should imagine that if you've given up as a result of this, it wouldn't be because something was still on the table for you. So therefore you guys must be the one that's offering something to someone. I can't see them offering something to you. Not unless Not unless there's been a painfully long waiting time here, and you give up in the present. Um, Possibly because what's being offered finally is of no use to you here. You no longer want it. You've just taken too long. Let's have a look at the other cards. I feel coming in is Nine of Pentacles, well, Two of Swords, and we're not going to get clarification with that because I feel the Two of Swords is simply saying that you are, paying attention to your logic rather than your heart on the situation. Because coming in is the Nine of Pentacles, and yeah, I mean, this card here suggests to me like a friends with benefits type of relationship. The Nine of Pentacles is a card about somebody who is single. If it's love, they're single. They've got options though for sex, for love. But with the Devil card for me, that is kind of somebody who's in a gilded cage and they're kind of stuck with that. To me, these two cards can mean that somebody's stuck in their ways. Sometimes when you get the Nine of Pentacles means, well, I've got everything I need around me. It's a gilded cage, but I've got all my creature comforts, all my material stuff. And the Devil card for me often represents for me it can be kind of two people, the sexual relationship, or a friends with benefits type of relationship, or a relationship that lacks any type of love, because they're pretty kind of shallow characters, the both of them here. There's very little love. You just look at the colours. The colours are nice. They're yellows, they're golds, they're oranges, but it just reeks of no love, no kindness, no anything. So there might be this that you're experiencing here, and it could be whereby this could be really kind of tallying up maybe with what's going on here. That something in a relationship hasn't changed, maybe for some of you guys, High Priestess and that Hanged Man. You might have been waiting an awfully long time, but nothing has changed here. It seems that you're paying attention to your inner wisdom, or you're asking maybe a good friend, Six of Wands, and that Hierophant, for advice, and they're saying, you know what, sack it off. So in the present situation, you say, you know what, actually, I'll give up on this because what is being given to me at the moment with that Four of Cups is simply not acceptable. As a result of this, waiting too long, holding on too long, friend might have advised her, go out and plenty more fish in the sea, And as a result, he's like waiting too long for this shit to happen, man, or for this person to change their mind, whatever the case might be. So you know what? I think I'm gonna, as a result of that, I think I'm going to entertain. I'm open to love. Ace of Cups represents to be open to love. So you might be open to new love and open to new excitement, open to new love and excitement with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, because the best case scenario might be, well, you know what? I could try and make this thing work for. But I feel with the Nine of Wands, it's almost like you're kind of like afraid of how long this is going to take. It could take forever. This is you guys as well, the Wands. So you're kind of like, you know what, actually, I'm done. I'm done with this. And in the immediate future, you're just kind of like, actually, I'm just going to pay attention. Maybe you block someone out. Maybe you don't call someone. Maybe you don't contact them. Or maybe you just simply pay attention rather to your logic and rationale rather than your heart, okay? Because what's coming in is the experience of the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is alone but not lonely. Alright? Still plenty of options for pleasure here going on. So it's still on the table, this thing is potentially here. Alright? If you block someone out, they might just come back here with this Devil card showing up. This lady's looking directly over at the Devil as well. Alright? Sometimes this is the gilded cage and you don't move out. You're just trapped in here with these two cards for me. So it might be you block someone out and, you're reluctant to change who you are for this individual. You're reluctant to do that. So you'd rather be on your own, possibly even just focusing on your work with these energies here, rather than be with someone who is messing you about or whatever the case might be. Your hopes will be the Page of Cups. Whoopsie daisy. Dropping cards all over this place. Okay. Your hopes will be the Page of Cups and... Well, I feel that your hopes with the Page of Cups are to communicate. Communication which brings happiness maybe. So it might be that You know, even though we see that you're blocking somebody out here, or you're paying attention to your logic rather than your heart with that Two of Swords, I feel that your hopes secretly will be, you know, it could also be that for some of you guys, maybe you're blocking out somebody who's quite deceptive. You've got Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a deceptive individual, and I often see somebody who's blocking out a deceptive individual. But it might be also that by paying attention to your logic, you'll be able to avoid making mistakes, maybe with the Seven of Swords energy. But as a result of that, what's coming in is this Nine of Pentacles, and this is a card about somebody who's basically looking at their own value. But this can also be looking at their own value, and I feel therefore it might be that you put up obstacles or you put up walls with the Devil card. There are certain restrictions that you place on this situation. Could also be that what's coming in is that the relationship, what you'll be experiencing, is a very loose relationship here. Sometimes for me this looks like a codependency type of thing, because you've got a lady on her own and then a devil sitting right next door to her. And the devil is somebody that has a great deal of control through sex, through material things. And this type of energy would really pander, I feel, to this type of person. Because this type of person likes jewellery, and they like gold, and they like nice things. And the devil, because this is a very materialistic card, okay, pays attention to the outer rather than an inner. It might be that somebody, there is a chance for some form of seduction still here, because I feel that there's somebody who's not done with you yet. And I feel it's this devil individual more than likely. They're not done with you yet, I feel. I feel the devil is the same as this Seven of Swords energy. If this is a person here, then they're the same as I feel as the devil energy here. This person is a liar, a deceiver here, and you know it. But it just looks like they don't want to leave the party. They're not interested in letting go as yet. I do feel that, you know, for some of you guys, it could be that your hopes are for a new relationship. Page of Cups, can be a new relationship. Nine of Cups that makes you happy. Could be for some of you guys that, you know, you want to really communicate with this person. Some emotional communication that makes you feel happy and satisfied. If only this person would tell me that they care, tell me that they love me, but they don't tell me that they love me. They just come around and want to do whatever they want to do. But the outcome sees the Eight of Cups as a result of this. I feel that you recognise that this energy is no good for you coming in, Gemini, from whoever this person is. I feel that you recognise that this person is just... You look at how cold these two people are with each other. There's no love, there's no anything at all. Looks like one rules the other. Looks like the devil rules. Looks like the devil seduces, tempts this individual. This person likes nice things. The devil can give her nice things. You know, there's always the temptation, I feel, coming back in, to be honest with you. Okay, with this Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. But you tend to walk away from that in the outcome. And there we go with the Fool. You're walking away because you feel that you just need your freedom now. I feel that you're letting go. Letting go and embracing other opportunities potentially here. Okay, I feel that you're letting go and embracing other opportunities, following your heart, letting go and walking away and following what your intuition, what your heart tells you to do with the Fool card. Okay, we'll quickly run by this reading again, and then what we're going to do, Gemini, is we're going to get your advice card for the month in. Alright, remember I'll be back on screen next month, though it's just that this month it's late at night, it's too dark to try, and you can see that the yellow hue, so it's too dark. I look like a jaundiced thing in this light, and I don't want to record like that. So yeah, cards this month, me back next month. But quickly just go through the reading again. I feel that you guys right now in the month of March, you are you know, you're moving into your wisdom. You might be approaching a friend. Six of Wands, approaching Hierophant, a friend, very wise friend for advice. Might be that you're stepping into your own wisdom with the Six of Wands approaching wisdom. So you're actually finally getting it here. Because there's a situation I feel that's been going on for too long. High Priestess for me and this Hangman. Both are very passive energies. Both don't really move. So I feel that there's a situation maybe with these cards that's been going on for too long. And I feel that as a result of that in the present, you had enough. It's almost like, you know, I've had enough and I give up with that Ten of Swords and the Four of Cups. Whatever is being presented to you is simply not enough anymore. It's not good enough anymore. Your challenge might be that you're still finding it difficult to let go potentially with that Four of Pentacles, but I do feel as a result of holding on to this situation for far too long, you know, you might still be open to new excitement with somebody else potentially. Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Because the crowning area, your crowning thoughts in the best case scenario is that, you might be trying to make something work, but it's taken an awful long time. I feel that, Gemini, you're just exhausted, with this energy here, this Temperance and the Nine of Wands. It's been going on too long, and I think that you've probably had enough, Gemini. So therefore, in the immediate future, it's either that you're going to be blocking out possibly a deceiver, Two of Swords, Seven of Swords, or you're paying great attention to what your logic's telling you in order to avoid the situation, or in order not to make a mistake, because this is also the card that says that somebody's being quite cautious. Coming in is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a card about somebody who is very self-focused. The Devil, though, reminds me of somebody else, potentially. Alright, it reminds me of somebody who might be coming in and trying to tempt you again, or they're trying to take advantage, maybe, of this situation where you are. But I feel that, what you want, potentially, is a new relationship with that Page of Cups that makes you happy. Or it could be that you want somebody, this person, to tell you that they love you. Alright, and that you want this person maybe to be very emotionally demonstrative. I'm noticing the lack of love cards here, or even, there's a lot of static, nasty energy going on here. It looks pretty cold, the reading does. This looks cold here. This looks cold here. It's not nice. It's not a nice energy. The only warmth is coming from yourselves, Gemini, in this Six of Wands, where you're finally starting to see the light, I feel. And here as well, two beautiful summer springy type of cards, fresh, clean in the room, But I feel if it's one or the other. It's either that you hope for someone to tell you that they love you, that they care, that it's just going to make you feel satisfied, make you feel comfortable that the person actually still cares. For some of you guys, it will be new love that makes you feel happy. But because in the end, I feel as a result of this nasty energy that comes in with this Nine of Pentacles and the Devil card, you guys are just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to walk away and follow my bliss and follow my, my intuition, follow my own happiness. Because I just feel that what's going on with this reading, Gemini, is that, you've given up on someone here. Ten of Swords, that Four of Cups. But that person is an influence coming in, which you'll experience for some of you guys, is they're not letting go. They're like, oh man, this is the devil. He's like, oh man, come on babe, come on. You're like, no. And he's like, come on. And you're like, bloody hell, what I'd love is if only he or she would just tell me that they love me. Then I'd feel just satisfied, I'd feel good enough. I'd feel like, okay, yeah, this is worth going for. But I feel in the end this person doesn't do that. They want things on their level, on their terms. And in the end, you're just like, actually, I'm going to get the hell out of here, and I'm going to follow my own bliss with the. So this is you guys saying, I'm going to get the hell out of here. This isn't satisfying me enough. She's walking away from the Eight Cups, and the Eight Cups says, I've had enough of a very kind of restrictive, unbalanced situation. So I'm walking away. This is what you guys are probably saying, some of you. And I'm just going to follow my own fun. I'm just going to have my own fun, find new friends, and I'm just going to be happier without you. But that's your reading for the month of March 2017. Very interesting. We're going to shuffle the deck now and see what advice the angels have for you. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Gemini in the month of March 2017? What is the advice that you have for Gemini in the month? Oopsie daisy. Oh dear. Angel Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Gemini? Show me the advice that you have for the zodiac sign of Gemini angels for the month of March 2017. Show me. The card that came out was perfect timing, which is lovely. Let's have a quick look at what that says for you, Gemini, for the month of March 2017. This is the perfect timing for the situation you've asked about. Move forward with confidence. Don't delay or hesitate, because an energy gateway is presently open for you. The energy gateway is the Eight of Cups showing up in the outcome. Conditions are ripe. Even if you don't feel prepared, rest assured that you are. I do feel that it says, if somebody isn't fulfilling you, whatever the situation, whether it's love, work, whatever it is, if there is this could be like the lack of a promotion for some of you guys, for example. Maybe you're not having a promotion. Maybe the boss is still keeping you where you are. Influences might be that you're comfortable, but somebody's holding you back, maybe with that devil card, and you decide just to walk away and follow your intuition and your own bliss. So it could be anything: love, job. Maybe the workplace that you're in is not giving you what you want. Promotion, there's no opportunities for that. The boss is holding you back or holding you down, that type of thing. Or you can be, refer to anything or anyone that you feel is restricting you. But it is saying that March is the time to change, because, March is coming here in spring, spring cleaning your life, your situation. So I feel it's time to kind of have that spring clean, Gemini, okay, and move on from situations that aren't serving you going forward. Alright, that's your reading, Gemini. Let me know how you get on, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care.